Yeah, good. All right, let's bring you into the game then. I've lost the button. Where's the button? Who's stolen the button? There it is. There's the button. Game with camera. There's me. Hello everybody, I'm El Bristow. This is Ellitopia Gaming. Welcome back to KSP Live. And this week, for the first time, KSP Live is actually coming to you in proper actual HD because I have finally fixed the issues that I've been having with my internet connection, with my ISP, and I now have a connection that allows me a proper HD broadcast. So we've increased the bitrate. We're broadcasting in actual HD bit rates now. So hopefully you guys will get a clearer picture of what's going on in the game. It also means hopefully the ping time on the chat might be slightly better because I don't have such a bad ping time on my connection now, which is also going to be handy for the Track Day Manager Group Cup that we've got coming up. So welcome to everybody who's in the chat. Let's see, let's scroll back and see. Ooh, let's scroll in there and let's click off that. Let's see who we've got in the chat with us. We have LMP Dragon, we have Samuli Latvala, we have William Farnham, we have William Ullum, we have Chip Peters, we have Felipe Lucena. I hope I pronounced that right because I pronounced that in Spanish and not in Portuguese. If I've missed you, then let me know. If you've joined since I've said that, then welcome to you too. Don't forget to say hi in the chat so that I can welcome you. What are we going to do this week? What are we going to do this week? Have we got any contracts outstanding? We do. We still have the contract to build an orbital station around the moon, which we haven't yet done. And yes, we have the mission that we kind of missed slightly, exploring Duna, because we forgot to transmit or recover scientific data from space around Duna. So we could send a probe to do that one. Because British in Spain works. British in Spain does work because the British invade and they force everyone to speak English. Yes, I'm on the Costa Blanca, where I'd say probably the majority of the population is British, which is ironic because it's Spain. And in fact, there's probably more British in this part of Spain than there are in certain parts of England. So, let's see, which of these do we want to tackle today? This one has no time limit on it, so we can do that whenever we want. I think we want to take on the orbiting the moon. Oh, someone's saying they would like to watch my broadcast in Steam. Let's hang on. Let's ignore. No, let's not ignore. Let's say to them, head to YouTube and watch there. And paste the link again. There we go. And ignore. Sorry, slight distraction there. Yes, I think we're going to try and do the orbital station around the moon. We need to put a station in orbit around the moon, build a new station that has an antenna, has a docking port, and can generate power. Have a facility supporting at least 5 Kerbals and maintain stability for 10 seconds. We could start it very basic and literally just complete those requirements and then add more to it later, because obviously that's the idea of having a docking port. The question is, what do we make our station look like? We have used... Let's see if we can see if we can find the station that we built before. Can I send my TeamSpeak server? Yeah, I suppose so. I don't see any reason why not. Moonhopper, it's not that one. It's going to be one of these down here, isn't it? It's probably the S05E19-1. Or was it the E13-1? Let's have a look. Right, that's the first one that we originally sent up. I think the one that actually was more successful was the 13. So let's have a look. The S05E19-1, is it that one? Come on. Come on. There we go. Yeah, that's the iteration that kind of worked a bit better, although it's a bit on the heavy side because of the whole processing lab and everything. If we make that considerably lighter, we will be able to fit. We'll be able to take that where we need to get it to, but then it won't actually seat 5 people, will it? Which it currently does. What's the weight of the processing lab? Let's check that first of all. The processing lab is 3.5 tons. Can I do... Hang on, where are we? Where's the one that's... we haven't got the large size... What am I doing? We haven't got the large size... passenger bit yet, I don't think. Have we? Let's have a look in utility. There's the small one. So we've got the small one. I don't think we do have the large one. Could take a cupola, couldn't we? Could swap that for a cupola, but that's probably just as heavy, isn't it? Yeah, it's 3.6 tons, so it's even heavier. Okay. Pressurized conical storage container, 2.9 tons, 3.9 tons. We could take a hitchhiker storage container. That's the planetary habitat. I think we'll go with the hitchhiker storage unit. It's a bit lighter than the science bay. Let's take these things off. Let's detach from here. Oh, that's obviously routed to that. So let's, where are we? Route to there. That's better. And then take that off. Put that on. Move that up to there. So that will still have docking port top and bottom. Still has the wheels and things on it, so that we could try and land it. I don't think we will ever actually successfully land it. Yeah, I don't think there's any way that we would ever actually successfully land this thing. If we cut down on sciencey things, because we don't really need the sciencey things. Mind you, we do need them. No, we don't need them yet. We can send a science module later, can't we? Let's cut down the weight on this thing and just make sure that we can actually get this thing to the moon. Hey there, Jacob Mazur. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, we've got life support on here. We've got 4 canisters of life support down there, which is fine. What's that? Solar particle collector. Don't need that. Anything else? We've got some parachutes on there. Let's move this one forward. Ah, right. Yeah, I remember. We have to do those manually, don't we? Because we did them individually, and then we'll copy that. Bring it to say there and there, there and there. So should we have an emergency landing, we will have parachutes for that. Yeah, we didn't need to move those forward. Okay, we are building what is going to be a space station around the moon. Hopefully, that's what we're aiming for at the moment. Let's offset this and move it backwards slightly. Oh, I can't do that because it then interferes with those down there. Okay, so we'll stick with that as it is then. Okay, so that should be somewhat lighter than what we had before. Oh, that's not... That's a skipper. We could use a mainsail, couldn't we? On that. Which would mean we could take more fuel, because we have got the mainsail now. What's the, out of interest, the skipper ASL 568 650 ISP 280 and 320 285 and 310 in a vacuum, so it's better for the launch. Okay, so let's click the right option, take that off, put the mainsail on. It also has a heck of a lot more kick to it. Mind you, still only 1.06 on the Richter scale. I mean the launch engine scale. Wait a minute, where is it? It's gone right the way up there. Okay, that should be down there. Without the engine, it's 106. Okay, with the engine, it's 191. Okay, so that's good. So we could probably put some more fuel in the main stage. Not a fair bit in those stages, haven't we? 5,901 meters a second of delta V. Actually, not very much. Yeah, I think what we want to do, if we detach that, bring it down a bit. Let's add a bit more fuel in there. Let's see, what tanks have we got? I actually haven't unlocked all that many of them. That's the half jumbo. Where's the... Is there like a quarter jumbo? Or do we not have that one yet? It's basically just this, isn't it? Let's go for a rocket max. Go on. And put that back on. That gives us 1.13. No, that's just messed all that up again. Hang on. Right, that all goes to there, and there, and there, and there, and that goes there. Right, 182. 182 is good. Oh, apart from the fact that we've just buried it in the ground. What's that doing? Okay, there we go. So that's not buried in the ground anymore. We've got some solid boosters on there. Why am I feeding fuel to a solid booster? That's not part of the plan. That's supposed to go to there. Yeah, okay. So you. Whoa, that was wrong. Come on, undo, please. Thank you. Right, I want this. The fuel duct. There we go. You can come. Let's put you on snap. And you can go all the way across to there. There we go. That's more like it. Right. Let's check that they all detach correctly in the correct order and things. Right. That's that one's first. Yes, that's correct. Then it should be those ones. Yes, and then those ones. Good. Okay. So 6,550 meters a second of delta V. That is better. Yes. The initial tweak didn't really buy me that much because I messed up the fuel ducts. So that all happens, then that goes, then that fires, and then okay. So everything there is looking good. Now the question is, will this get us to the moon? I actually have no idea, and the design of this is not ideal. It's kind of a bit of a hodgepodge and a mishmash and some other weird English words that probably don't really exist. Now here's a question. What episode are we on? I think we're on 19, aren't we? Yep, 19. So, S05E19-1. Incidentally, if you wanted to sponsor one of our launches, sponsor one of our missions, have your flag put onto one of our craft, name one of our stations or one of our rockets, or indeed name your own Kerbal, you can click the little eye which will be up in the top right hand corner of your video and head over to the ellitopia.com page, where you will find out where you can support Ellitopia via Patreon or StreamTip, so that you can be involved in our playthrough. And if you are able to do that, then I would be very much grateful. I am going to save this, and I'm going to check first of all what the situation is with our crew. I don't think we want to take everyone with us. Let's leave Pirate Robert and Bob behind, and we'll take Gwennis with us, just in case. Let's save that, and we'll take that out to the launch pad, and let's see if this thing flies. Are you going to call it the Mooner Cycle? I've stopped naming the craft myself. They're all just named now after the season and episode where they were created. Oh, okay, Felipe, thank you for stopping by. Catch you later. Hopefully see you next week, maybe. Okay, here we are out on the launch pad with the S05E19-1. And as I was just saying, yes, I've stopped naming the craft myself. If anyone would like to name a craft, then that is a privilege I'm now offering to people who are able to contribute via StreamTip or Patreon. So if you'd like to name a craft or sponsor a mission, put your flag on it, give it your name, and put your own Kerbal in it, then you can do so using the little eye in the top right hand corner, as I was kind of already explaining. So let's see if this thing flies. Hey there, Harvey, welcome. We are taking Gwennis hopefully to the moon to set up a new space station. Let's just check that it's got everything that it needs. Yes, we have an antenna, we have a docking port, and it can generate power. Can it generate power? Where are the solar panels? We didn't put any extending solar panels on it, did we? Maybe we should have done that. Or maybe we'll do that as an extending module that we can take up later. Oh look, we've got a barometer. I forgot to remove that. So hopefully this thing will fly and will get us to the moon. Let's put the SAS on. Let's put the throttle to 100%. And we are ready to launch in 3, 2, 1, go. We're away. Slowly. That's like a 1.8 thrust to weight ratio. When will the next live stream be? We live stream every Saturday now. Now that I've fixed my internet problems, we will be streaming every Saturday at this time. 8:30 GMT, 8 o'clock GMT, 3 o'clock EST, 9 o'clock if you're in Spain like me. There's 100 meters a second. Let's start our turn a little bit. Hey there, Theodore Bayev. Thank you very much. And Ellitopia and greetings to Bulgaria. Thank you, Felipe. I hope to see you soon. This is rather wobbly. Come on, can you start actually turning, please? I'm a little bit concerned. I'm going to try and fly a bit more vertical. Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa. That was a big mistake on my part. Okay, well, we're now going this way. I'm thinking now might be a good time for an abort maneuver. Yeah, I'm not getting much out of this. did they both come off at the same time? That's not correct. Ooh. Good job I included parachutes, huh? Let's see how if there's any way we can actually fly this craft. It's going to fly much. Yeah, it's not a particularly stable craft, that one. Okay, let's parachute it then instead, shall we? I think I missed a couple of fuel lines. I don't think I missed the fuel lines. I think I got the staging wrong. Hopefully this thing will land nice and gently. If possible, I'd like to try and direct it over the land, but I don't think that that's going to happen. Yeah, that's not going to be easy. More struts needed. Something more was needed, wasn't it? We definitely needed something. That's not a particularly strong engine, is it? In fact, that's not a strong engine at all. It's the engines doing their aqua dance. Doing an interesting little dance too, by the looks of things. Yes, the Poodle is an awful engine. It really is awful. It's great on large probes and stations for manoeuvrement. You know, that English word that I just made up. It's great for that kind of thing, but not so good in the atmosphere. So hopefully we're going to have a nice soft landing here and nothing's going to go bang. Splashed everywhere. Oh, the engine came off. And the fuel tank blew up. That was nice. Thanks for that. Okay, well, the Kerbal survived, so success. Let's recover all this stuff, and let's have another go. And yes, we'll have some more struts, and we'll have some more SAS, I think, some more reaction wheels. Yeah, next. Okay, so let's recover all of this lot. Recover. 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 Come on. Recover. There's a lot of debris here. Recover. 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 Goodness me. Come on. Recover. Recover. Wow, why is there so much debris? Everything must have just broke into a million pieces as soon as it hit the water. I thought the water wasn't supposed to be as part phobic as it used to be. Aha, there we go. Right, so that's everything recovered. Right, let's go back into the VAB. Hello? Can we go back into the VAB, please? No? Not gonna let me. No? Nothing. Really? You're doing this to me, are you? Okay. Right. Let's see if reloading the game gives me back control. Or indeed if I don't have any control at all. Talk amongst yourselves for a moment. Nope. Fantastic. So, it looks like I'm going to have to restart the game. Okay. Bear with me a second. I'm going to have to restart the game. Let's quit. Really quit. Really, really quit. Really quit. Okay. Oh, just closed that. Didn't mean to close that. Let's go back to here. And reload. Please wait. We'll be right with you. No, you don't get to see my desktop, I'm afraid. My desktop's not particularly interesting. Come on, Kerbal Space Program. Yeah, we can go back to game with camera now, I think. There we go. Combobulating discombobulator. Testing springs. How is the delay, by the way? What's the delay like on YouTube at the moment? Hey there, Jacob Mazur. Did you now? Good for you. Welcome, welcome. Come on. Ba, ba, ba. Right, resume. It's Jakub. Ah, very sorry. Jakub Mazur. Welcome to you. Was it Matsur? Mathur? Are you going to do any more of the Software Inc. series? Someone asked me that the other day. Was it you? I was going to do more Software Inc. But it never... I don't know. I didn't get a lot of support for it on the YouTube channel, and they keep updating it so often that I was getting kind of I was having trouble keeping up with the game. The first one is good. Software Inc. Is it? I mean, I do like Software Inc. I think it's great. I just got a message from William Ullum via Patreon. With the monthly Patreon, do you want the ship naming ideas sent to you through the messaging system? You're quite welcome to send the ship name to me via Patreon or via YouTube or here in the chat if you happen to be here when I'm recording. In fact, yes, if you would like to name this craft, you're welcome to do so. As you are one of our supporters, Mr. Ullum. So, yes, if you would like to pick a name for this craft, you are welcome to do so. In fact, was it you that suggested the name earlier? It was indeed. You suggested the Munar Cycle. Would you like to indeed use that name? I'm happy to do that if you wish. Yes. Okay, I'm going to take that as a yes. So let's call this the Munar Cycle. And it is sponsored by William Ullum. Ullum. There we go. Sponsored by William Ullum. It's the Munar Cycle now. So let's fix this up then. Let's make this an actual serviceable craft. Those struts look okay. Struts and struts and struts and struts. Boots and cats and boots and cats. Okay, so we had an issue that these detach at the same time as these, and I can't remember which ones run out first. I'm pretty sure that the solids actually don't run out first in this instance, so it would be that way around, I believe. 6558. If I do that, 6550. Yeah, okay. So let's do that. I thought of a better one. Munty on the Bounty. Okay, that's fine. We can rename that. There we go. The Munty on the Bounty. Mun-T. Munty on the Bounty. There we go. Okay, so I think I've got the staging problem sorted. We need a bit more control on this thing, don't we? So, let's go for command and control. Let's drop this down and stick another one of these here and scale it up like we did. There we go. And let's move these forward. go. Actually, we don't really need to do that. The nose was pointing up quite high, wasn't it? I was having to... Oops. I was having to hold the nose down under the parachutes, so... Are you muted? Is who muted? I'm not muted. And William's not muted, as far as I'm aware. Okay. So, other than that, it was a little bit wobbly, wasn't it? So let's add a few extra struts. Let's go struts. Let's go from there to... Oh, hold on. Let's cancel that. Oops. Let's go for double split like we're supposed to have. Let's go from there to there. And from there, which is nowhere near in line with where I was doing it, but never mind. There to there. And then we'll go... there to... Well, that was some interesting strutting. Thank you very much. Whoa, I've got a wheel. What's going on? Undo that. Wheel back to where you belong, Gickus. There we go. The strut. No, not the heavy gear assembly. Come on. What are you doing? Strut connector. There we go. Got it. Right. What is it attempting to attach to? The wheel. Okay. Yeah, that's not going to work for me, I'm afraid. Ooh. Yeah, that really doesn't work for me. Strut connector. Okay, so let's come down a bit lower then. Let's go for here to... There we go, that's more like it. To there. And then likewise the other side. There to, say, there. Okay, so that's a little bit more struttage. That should be held in place a bit better now. That all looks okay. How about adding a few extras? That kind. What is going on? Where did that strut go? Really? Is that it there? That's it there, isn't it? It's really not where I put you. So, there to there. Thank you. Right. And there to there. And there to there. Okay. So, more struts are done. Let's just check the fuel lines. We've got that one feeding to there, that one feeding across to there, and then that one feeds into the main tank at the bottom, which is correct. Does anyone else have lag but can hear his voice normally? Could be a bitrate issue. I'm getting a red flag on the bitrate actually, which means someone else is using my internet, I think. There's not a lot I can do. Oh no, it's kind of recovered now. I don't know. I don't know whether that's me or there is a bit of an issue. Okay, I don't know whether that's me or whether that's a YouTube thing. Could be a buffer underrun thing. Let me know if it picks up. I mean, what do you mean by laggy? Is it jittery? Is the picture jittery, or... I've not got a huge amount of dropped frames, though, my end. So it could be a YouTube thing. Seems to have improved somewhat. Okay, so I think it might have just been a temporary glitch. Okay, so it's probably a bandwidth thing, maybe. This is my first time broadcasting in proper HD, so maybe it's a teething issue. Okay, so we have a name for this thing now, and yeah, we're still only going to take Gwyneth with us. We almost had an issue last time, so we'll save that. And let's take this out to the launch pad and see if we can actually launch this thing. Okay. So, here we are on the launch pad with Munty on the bounty. Moonty on the bounty? And Gwyneth Kerman. We are going to put our SAS on, we're going to put our throttle to 100%, and hopefully we can take this thing to the moon and set up a new Moonar station. Do a space plane on a rocket. A space plane on a rocket? So a shuttle, would it be? I don't know. We'll see what if this mission's successful, we'll have another look after at what else we might be doing. So, SAS is on, throttle's at 100%. We are ready to launch to the moon in 3, 2, 1, go. We are away. We are going up. I wonder if those fins are interfering with that engine. Yes, I did get the reference. Mutiny on the bounty. Okay, let's try. Oh, it's a lot more stable this time. It is a lot more stable this time. So let's try starting our turn. We want to try and go quite vertical for the launch. Why are we turning that way? Okay, let's correct that. That was almost a very, very big horrible mistake. Glad I spotted that. The lag is back. Yep, I'm getting the red flag again. Might be a processing issue then. Have a play around with the settings. Oh, that's done, and they're done. I didn't notice either of those. Never mind. 7,000, coming up on 8,000 metres. There's another engine gone, let's dump that. 85 kilometers. Dropping that many frames this end, so I'm wondering if it might be a YouTube issue, the lag. Hopefully on the YouTube replay it might be a bit better, I don't know. Oh, those engines are done, they're away. Stages recovered. Let's clear these messages out of the way. Let's bring this engine speed down a little bit. Apo is coming up on 60 kilometers now, so that's good. So I'll tell you what, Gwennis, keep us prograde. That's what you can do. Slow down the throttle, because our Apo's coming up at 70,000 now. There is 70,000. Let's push that up to like 85-ish. That is a processing thing then. See how it is once we get into orbit, because that'll tell us if it's my end. Okay. There's 85 kilometers Apo. Engines off. Point ourselves in the sky and leave it like that, and let's see if the red flags I'm getting disappear. I am getting a few drop frames this end. That's usually a connection issue. It's improving a little bit now. Lots of red here. This is possibly my connection. Okay. I may have to reduce the bitrate down slightly for future streams then. Let's speed up time a little bit, get us nearer to the Apo, and get us ready to... let's recover those stages. Pointing prograde, let's burn to get us into orbit. The recording my end is absolutely fine. It seems to be recording fine, but it could be the transmission that's not going well, maybe. Cut the engines, we are in orbit. How is the internet service in Costa Blanca? Atrocious. Absolutely atrocious. They are just about starting to catch up with like 5 or 10 years ago in the UK. People are constantly chopping and changing their internet connections here because all internet is pretty rubbish in Spain. Well, in the Costa Blanca, not in Spain. If you lived in Madrid or Alicante, then you'd probably be fine. Right. Let's get ourselves heading to the Mun. What's going to be the best way to do this? Let's do it with a short burn, a shorter burn. It's an almost free return trajectory. Ooh. Let's get a bit closer than that. There you go, 1163, that'll do. So it's a 24-second burn. Let's take it off stability assist. Let's point us down at that target. Okay, we are pointing at the target. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of red this end. I wonder if I can. I can't do it midstream though, can I? I don't think. I assume I can't do it midstream. Yeah, I don't think so. You do web development for your day job, right? Does the poor connection inhibit your ability to work at all? It has done over the last few weeks. I've just changed my connection, and this current connection should be considerably better. But yeah, it can cause issues. Particularly, I mean, the connection I was using was a satellite-based system, as in using a satellite dish, which gave me decent speeds, but the latency on the connection, the ping time, was absolutely terrible. Which LMP Dragon will tell you from attempting to play track day over that connection as well. But it had even more of an effect when trying to do FTP transfers. FTP transfers were a nightmare on that connection. Oh, that's the end of that engine. Let's detach it. Whee! There we go, and switch to that one. Okay, we burnt a bit late in that case. Because we now have a much weaker engine. That's a problem. We'll still get there. It'll just be a slightly less efficient burn. still got plenty of fuel, just in a slightly different stage. This is our actual space station at this point. Out of interest, how much life support it got? 679 days. Not bad. Come on. Come on, Appo. Get mooning. Cut the engines. Oh, okay. Slightly different trajectory to what I was planning on, but never mind. Let's put us somewhat closer to the moon. Okay, well that's not bad. That's not terrible. Interesting pattern from the struts and things on the fuselage here. So Gwennis, take us to the moon. Speed up time. Here we go. And entering the moon's influence prematurely. There we go. Now entering the moon's influence. Let's slow down time, get ourselves pointing retrograde. I'll be back in less than 25 minutes. Okay. See you in less than 25 minutes. Okay, speed up time again. Let's get us to the Perry. Woo. There we go. Thank you, Gwennis. Taking us retrograde. And let's burn. Let's get us into orbit around the moon, and that will complete this contract, I believe. Now the question is, where do we want the station in orbit around the moon? What kind of altitude do we want? See, I'm thinking where our Perry is at the moment is not actually a bad altitude. 700. What do we think? Is that a good altitude for a space station around the moon? Or do we want it closer than that? Well, there you go. There's the contract completed anyway. We've got 174,300 funds and 17 reputation for that. Is that where we want the station? Or do we want it a bit lower than that? I guess really that's going to be William Ullum's decision, because he is the sponsor of this mission. But if anyone else has a suggestion, then do let me know. But there we go. We have completed that mission. We are at the moon. Let's have a look, see what Gwennis can see. She can see a white thing. That really wasn't a good seat for you to choose, Gwennis, was it? You can't actually see what you're doing and you have no controls. Maybe you should have sat, in the front seat. You can't see out or anything. Clever. Very clever. Where could you collect the most science from the biomes? Well, with a station, I mean, the idea of a station is that you send craft from the station to the surface and then back to the station, and then you process them in a science lab. So we are going to need more modules to this station. Hence the... No, wrong thing. Hang on. There we go. Hence the docking ports. What we'll have to do is... Oh, let's turn the SAS off. We don't need the SAS. Okay, let's turn the SAS back on for a second. and then turn the SAS off. There we go. If we if we bring a science lab and dock that with that, and then we've then got this for like a lander, we can dock a lander with it. And what we would do is we would send the lander down, collect some science, bring the lander back up, refuel it, send the lander down, get some science, bring the lander up, refuel it. And in the meantime, in the science lab, we'll be processing that data and getting lots and lots of science points from it. So that's kind of the plan with a station like this, particularly one around the moon or Minmus. So future missions will be to add modules to this station. We may actually be offered those missions as well. So what I'm thinking is we probably want to be a little bit closer, because if we're sending a lander, we don't want the lander to have too much fuel. So I think what we'll do is we'll go a little bit closer, maybe 300,000. Let's try that. Let's bring the Perry down to 300,000-ish. And then there we go. 299,000. Good enough. And then we'll speed up time and take it round to the Perry. Woo! That was... I did that wrong, but never mind. Let's bring the Apo down as best we can, preferably without pushing the Perry up too much. Sorry, without bringing the Perry down too much is what I actually meant to say. Where are we? 307,298. Not bad. Okay, I'm doing this wrong now. Let's try it this way. No, I'm not doing it wrong. Okay. I was doing it right. Ooh. Here is where I want to be. Yeah, that's better. Right. 299. 300, there we go. With an Apo of 303. Okay, so let's go a little bit more. 303 and 300. Close enough. Close enough. So there we go. So that's about 300. So now what hopefully we'll be able to do is we'll send other craft and things to dock with this station, and then we can do some expeditions to the moon. Perhaps even collecting the stuff that we've left behind before, or destroying the stuff that we've left behind before. I believe an engineer can do that, can destroy parts. So there we go. Let's leave Gwennis orbiting the moon with her 678 days worth of supplies. We're losing... Right, let's make sure we're facing the sun with our solar panels, because we were losing power quite rapidly. There we go, we're gaining power again now. Yes, well done, William Ullum. You've mentioned that in the chat just as I corrected it. So you wouldn't have let me forget. That's good. Okay, so there we go. Let's head back to the Space Center and see how that's done. What that's done for us. Looks like the stream has stabilised again a little bit, has it? Are we back to no lag? Hopefully we are. So, 2.343377 million funds, still 20.1 science. We're over 500 reputation, or 50% reputation now. Let's just have a quick look, see if they are offering us any interesting. Expand station S05E19 around Kerbin. We need to build up our infrastructure around Kerbin to support future missions. We can do this by expanding the station. Be in command of that station. Put your station in orbit of Kerbin. Ensure the station has an antenna, has a docking port, and can generate power. Have a facility supporting at least 19 Kerbals. 19 Kerbals. Add an auxiliary viewing cupola to the station and maintain stability. 19 Kerbals. That's rather a lot. Oh look, map 8 asteroids with the Sentinel. Conduct surface surveys of Kerbin near Eridolin's Doom. Plant a flag on the moon. Position a satellite in a polar orbit of the moon. Complete the Ike 4 rally. We need you to do a flyby of Ike, Duna, the moon and Minmus using a single vessel. Wow, that's a challenge and a half. But look at the payout. "20 days until it expires, with 101 years to complete it." I think we're going to have to accept that. That's going to be... Conduct surface surveys of Eve, explore Ike. Wow. Fly by Ike, fly by Duna, fly by the moon, fly by Minmus in one vessel. That's going to be a heck of a probe. I suppose if you fly by... Do we have to bring it back again? I don't think we do we? So an unmanned probe. We could do a slingshot off the moon on the way. Or slingshot moon to Minmus on the way, and then fly by slingshot off Ike towards Duna. When we get there, that would work. And I think we've already built a probe that can do it. Didn't we do one last time? Was it episode 18 or 17 when we landed on Duna? We had a slingshot off the moon, we had a slingshot off Ike and landed on Duna, so the only missing element would have been Minmus. If we time it right, we could probably slingshot off the two. I've never tried a slingshot off the moon and Minmus. I don't even know if it's doable, but it should be. I'm going to have to accept it. Even if we don't do it today, I'm going to have to accept it. I've never been offered that kind of mission before. And look at, I mean, the payout, 890,890 and 94 reputation. The Ike 4 rally. I think that's going to be... We're going to do that mission. I think we'll probably do that next week. Because that sounds like a lot of fun. And maybe we'll kind of boost that up a bit and see if we can get some extra viewers for that one, because I think people will want to see that. We'll make a proper event out of it. Now I wanted to go back and have a look at the thing that we built, the aeroplane that we built before with the afterburners. This thing, the gull wing plane. I I was wondering if there's any way that we can turn this into an SSTO. Liquid fuel, because it's got liquid fuel and oxidizer, but not a lot of it. Have we got any engines that would be able to turn that into an SSTO? I mean, a nuke engine ideally would be the one that would do it, but I don't think we've got any high altitude engines. I think that's our problem. Put the engines in between the wings. Someone mentioned that before. I think, was that you before that mentioned putting engines in between the wings? That would be the actual. We could actually put some liquid fuel and oxidizer engines in the wings. If we take the oxidizer out of there, it makes that craft a bit lighter. I don't think we've got. Ideally what we should do is add a... It was you, I thought it was you. If we had a docking port to it as well. Something like that. We can't do that actually because of that. So let's add the docking port underneath. Because otherwise the tail would collide with whatever we're docking with. Underneath it should be okay, but then that means we need some RCS as well. So let's. Have we got a Mark II RCS tank? I think we have, haven't we? In fact, with these, can we not? No, we can't switch those ones. I don't think we have got a Mark II RCS tank. That's a shame. So that'll have to just be a normal radial. That's an actual... We can't swap the fuel in that, can we? Not for monopropellant. Jet fuel tank. Jet fuel. Monoprop tank. We haven't got the other radial monoprop tanks, no? Doesn't look like it. Okay, so let's bring some monoprop tanks. Let's put them... Let's rotate that around. Probably not a good place, is it there? Let's try here. Behind these, that's probably a better place, isn't it? A couple of monoprop tanks on the back of there, and then let's have some RCS thrusters. Ooh. Let's have... I don't know actually, do we want them on the sides? Oh, I can't have them on the sides of that cockpit. Right, let's go. One on the bottom. One on the top. One on the top there. One on the bottom there. Actually be enough. What about if we go right on the edge of the wings? Can we do it? Not quite going to let me, but I can. There we go. Little monoprop RCS ports on the ends of the wings. Okay. So we've got RCS on this thing now. We've got a docking port on this thing. So let's add some fuel tanks so that we can add some extra engines. Now, what do we want to add? They're going to be too big, aren't they? Oh, I don't know. Don't worry, I'm not going to leave them there. That's an issue. They're in the way. I'd have to move them out a bit to say there. I could actually add some extra air intakes to them, couldn't I? Let's have a look at that. We've got those circular intakes for those. I don't know how much good they will do at high altitude, those particular intakes. I don't think they do particularly well, to be honest. However, we can add engines to the back of them. So, for example, we could add those. Why did that not attach properly? We could add those. I don't think we'd really need much more than that, to be honest. 35,000. S05E19-2P is what it will be called. It's kind of supported by that wheel as well, which is good. Doesn't look too bad. It looks a bit funky, but it's not too bad. Gwenis. We don't have Gwenis, do we? We don't have a pilot. And we haven't had anyone contribute to give us a free Kerbal. Which means we'll have to pay for a Kerbal, but we can afford a Kerbal. Let's save that for the moment. I'm sure there was something else I wanted to do with this. I can't remember what it was. I've got RCS now. We've got extra engines. Are we going to go supersonic and break stuff again? More than likely. More than likely. We went supersonic and very nearly broke lots of stuff. Right, let's go to the astronaut complex. Let's have a look. We've got Parai, Tedlow, Lagarena. Tedlow, not very courageous, not very stupid. Very courageous, not very stupid. Let's have Parai, Parig, Parif. One of those. Anyway, that one. Yeah, okay. We could afford that. That wasn't too bad. So, she can now be our next pilot. We might have to do a test flight before we actually try and take this thing out of the atmosphere, but we might not. Let's take you out, let's take you out, and let's put you in. And save that configuration. if we can we have any more air intakes? We can fit some more of those on, couldn't we? Because air will always be an issue on these kind of planes. How's that look? Oh, it's a bit wonky, isn't it? It's a bit of a weird one, that one. Okay, let's bring that up here instead. That's a bit better, isn't it? Let's just tweak that. We line it up with... Oh! Line it up with that one. But then sink it down a bit. It's in line with that wing without it getting interfered with too much. Bring it over a little bit more. So we've got that one on that wing and that one on that wing, so they're both taking a nice amount of air in. And we've got those. There should be plenty of air intakes. Let's check our centre of mass and centre of lift. Ooh, centre of lift is directly on the centre of mass, which is not ideal. So I'm going to see if it will let me tweak this, bring this forward a little bit. It did. There's not a lot in that though. Should hopefully be quite stable like that. We'll have to see. Now what we are going to need is some kind of action groups. Now we haven't actually unlocked the action groups yet. Can we do that? How do we unlock action groups? Let's save this and go back out. I've forgotten how we unlock the full action groups. Is it the command center? Mission control? I don't remember. No. No. Oh, custom action groups available. Basic and custom. Right, so we might actually have to spend the 845,000 to upgrade the spaceplane hangar. We have got the funds, which is good. We don't have anything specific that we need to spend them on at the moment, so I think we'll do that. We'll upgrade the spaceplane hangar. Here we go. Shazam! There we go. We have the full-blown spaceplane hangar, which I believe actually gives us another biome we can get some science from, because this here, these fuel tanks, I think are actually somewhere you can take some science from. Could you add science equipment and communications to the front to bring the centre of mass forward? That's not a bad idea. Obviously it will make it heavier, but yeah, it's not a bad idea. It would bring the centre of mass forward a little bit. Problem is the shaping. I suppose we could have like a cargo bay. Can we do that? Have we got like a... We've got a Mark II cargo bay we could use. And then pack some sciencey things in there. That's not too bad an idea, because that wouldn't add too much weight. If I bring this back, we'll unlock the Mark II science bay, cargo bay. Put it in there like that. Should we have it upside down so that it opens downwards? Will that hit the floor if I do that? I think we might just about be okay. So what does that do? If we go centre of mass, centre of lift, hasn't done a lot at this point. Centre of thrust is still okay. So if I open that now, we can put stuff in there. So science. Can we fit a materials bay in there? Looks like we can. That's pretty cool. I didn't even realise that we could fit that in there. So let's do it there. And spin it round so we can actually see it when it's open. There we go. So it didn't actually do a lot though, did it? What else could we add in there? We can add all the normal stuff like a barometer. And a core drill. Yeah, that's upside down. That's better. There you go, we've even got a drill in there now. We haven't actually got any kind of transmission device. Let's bring this forward. That's already come forward, that's good. Yes, some kind of communications would be a good idea, wouldn't it? Do I want that one, or do I want that one? Let's have that one. Okay, and then we can actually fit a laser ablator in here. That, and we can systems check that, and that will fire the laser out from underneath. Surface scanning module. This isn't ever going to be unmanned, is it? So I don't know that that's really actually worth taking, but that is a surface scanning module. No reason for us not to take it if we can. Other than the fact that it's going to make the craft heavier. Radio and plasma wave science instrument measures electronic. Deploy it and use while in low to high orbit. Not for use during atmospheric flight. Okay, let's not do that then. Little brother surveillance camera. Okay. Oh look, that's the mobile lab that fits on this system. That can be another model, I think. Thermometer. Got to take a thermometer. What else can we take? Mystery goo. Mystery goo can go on the side here, can't it? Something like that. It's pointing through. I don't want it pointing through. Thank you very much. Good. That's better. A little bit unbalanced though, isn't it? Because it's let's have two. Yeah, that's poking through for sure. Okay, and then put it in again. There we go, lovely. Lots of lovely sciencey things now. We already got the barometer. Well, there we go. I don't think we're going to fit much more in there, do you? Certainly not anything that's for surface scanning. Use only in orbit. Well, if it gets to orbit, then we could take one of those to use. Tell you what, let's make that slightly more aerodynamic. You could bring a scientist along too if you put a ladder on the cockpit. Yes, that is a good idea. Because we've got space for a scientist. Have we got any ladders? We do, okay. Which one's the longer one? That's the longer one, isn't it? Yeah, you're supposed to be that way round, I believe. Nope. Don't. I don't think I can actually attach to the... I can attach to the cockpit. Okay, I didn't realise that. What's going on here? There we go. Ladder either side. Oh. No, come on. Mobility enhancer, there we go, retract ladder. Nice, it extended them both and only retracted one. There we go, so we've got some ladders now as well. And we can indeed take a scientist with us. We have Bob, we have Pirate Robert. It's got to be Pirate Robert, hasn't it? Should we take some batteries with us as well? They can go in the cargo bay, can't they? Open that. Where do I put them? Ah, there we go. Put them there. Good, they don't poke through. Open. We can put some more the other side, actually. In fact, scratch that. Whoa, didn't want to do that. Undo that. There we go. Scratch that. Let's take those batteries out. Let's use the circular ones. Where are they? Oh, where are they? Oh, there. Like that. In fact, I can fit another one in, but I don't really want to. I could just make that bigger. Oh, that was quite a lot bigger. Let's make it not quite so bigger. There we go. Something like that. So let's close that. Yeah, solar panels definitely. Now that we've taken some batteries and things, could use those. Yeah, because they're deploy and undeployable. Not sure that's where we want them though. Where would we want them? We want two, whatever we do. Too bad a place, is it? Spin them round. Oh, not that way. No, not that way either. That way. There we go. Because they rotate to suit anyway. And retract them. And once again, it only retracted one side, even though it extended both. So there's some solar panels. Some more somewhere, couldn't we? I mean, we could run solar panels all down there, couldn't we? The flat ones. In fact, that's not a bad idea because of the takeoff and everything. We can't have those other ones open during takeoff. There we go. Some solar panels for takeoff and landing. So we've pulled the centre of mass forward a little bit, hopefully enough for it to make a difference. Is it ready? Is it ready? It certainly looks ready. At some point we're going to need someone to sponsor and name this model of aircraft, I think, aren't we? It's going to be one, because we can change this section out for something else. We can change that out for a science lab or something like that. Let's just move that back a little way. Those off. Didn't have snapping on. There we go. Don't want that interfering with that door, that's all. Right, so let's save this and let's see if this thing actually still takes off. And if so, let's see how far it goes. Oh, before I do that, we unlocked the action groups for a reason, didn't we? Gear should be okay, light should be okay. RCS now. Let's disable that, because that was my custom thingy from before. Right. 1 is going to be Panther's toggle. 2 is going to be Terrier's toggle. 3 is going to be toggle both. And 4 is going to be switch mode on the Panthers. I think that's all I need. I can toggle those on and off. I can toggle those on and off. I can switch from one to the other. And I can switch that into afterburner mode. Yeah, I think that's all I need. Yeah, okay, so save. Now, something I didn't put on this is an emergency escape plan. Let's go for... Oh, that wasn't what I wanted. There we go. Parachutes. First to activate is going to be those. The rest is kind of a technicality, because the rest of it is going to be handled by action frames. In mode 4 is only one Panther selected. I shall check that in a moment. Abort. So the abort procedure is going to be deploy shoot, deploy shoot, deploy shoot. They're both selected. Shut down that engine. Shut down that engine. Okay, so custom 1 Panther, both selected. Custom 2 Terrier, both selected. Custom 3 Panther and Terrier. Custom 4 Panther, both selected. So we're good, we're good. So we now have abort as well. We're going to save. Check that we've got the right Kerbals, Pariah and Pirate. Let's go launch, and let's see what we're going to get with this thing. Let's see if it flies. Okay, we're on the runway. Didn't go bang on the runway, which is a good sign. Looking good. Out of interest, let's test this. Just about doesn't touch the floor. That's good. Okay, so let's go. SAS on, throttle to 100%, and staging will activate these two. Okay, here we go. Bit of a slow start. It's a much heavier beast now, isn't it? So you should kind of expect that it's going to be a bit of a slower start. Why are we drifting? Shouldn't be drifting. Nose comes up easily. We're off the ground at a not very fast speed. This thing is flying. And we can take off at a decent angle. Let's hit afterburner mode. It's drinking that liquid fuel, which it shouldn't be, never mind. Increasing in speed. Whilst not using huge amounts of liquid fuel. So I wonder how high this thing can actually fly with this configuration. Meters a second we're doing. Okay, losing speed at that point. So let's dip our nose down. Let's go. 105.9. Meters a second. Those air intakes are actually doing the job for us. Particularly happy. Pirate Robert looking like he's being forced into the back of his chair, which is probably quite apt. know how high this thing will fly. Shall we physics walk for a bit? See what we get? Supersonic speeds we were experiencing last time, but then we were flying level when we were doing that before. We are, however, now at 9,000 metres quite comfortably. We're out of the initial soup. Meters a second. So if I keep bringing the nose down a bit, we should start to gain some decent speed. Break the sound barrier with this craft. I wasn't specifically going for breaking the sound barrier with this craft. I was going for more a plane that can go into orbit, or at least leave the atmosphere. Sound barrier, then I just turn the other engines on. Coming up to 11,000 metres. Seems like it's starting to struggle. Kilonewtons. Can I do Prison Architect? I have done it in the past. Again, it didn't seem to get a lot of positive reception from the YouTube channel, but doesn't mean I won't ever do it again. We're losing speed again now. So it looks like 11,500 metres is probably about the height limit for this craft on these engines. So if I flip the nose up and activate the other engines, will that do anything for us, do we reckon? Let's find out. This is where going supersonic is not an issue. Why did they turn off? atmosphere with this craft, I don't think. Would fuel lines have been? No, actually it wouldn't, because with the new system, planes will pull fuel from any tank. It's only rockets that are dependent on the kind of the flow. Oh, they've gone. That's flame out, isn't it? Yeah. So let's deactivate those engines. Welcome, Venyan Warrior. Welcome, welcome. So yeah, those engines are flamed out now, so they can take us up to 20,000 metres. That's the best they can do for us. So, let's save the fuel. What's that? I think that was our trails, but projected ahead of us for some reason. Well, we've got up to 20,000 metres. We've travelled a short distance. That's interesting. When we do that, we don't end up facing the same direction. Where are you going? Can you come back for me? This is not an SSTO, this is well, it's a longer range version of the plane that we were flying before. But it is heavier, so really what we were going for. Sound barrier depends on how thick the atmosphere is at 300 metres a second. Quite the sound barrier. We probably would have to dump these fuel tanks back off to hit the sound barrier. Can I land on that island? Yes, I can. That's what I'm planning on doing. How far away from it actually are we? Not that far. Yeah, we could. We could take the Terriers off and use. What could we use? We could use the basic engines. I'll tell you what we could actually do is we could put some of these tanks in here instead of these ones and use 4 engines. That wouldn't be too bad an idea. Try that soon. Right, let's switch out of afterburner mode. Which will slow us down. Let's get our gear out. Get our gear out, eh? And let's start to head down towards this island. We won't try and land on a mountain this time, on the hilly bit. We'll actually land on the bit that's flat. Yeah, my thruster weight would have been pretty low using the Terrier engines. It's a much heavier craft than we were flying before, mainly because of the fuel to power the Terrier engines. I went for the Terriers because they are efficient engines, but they just don't have the thrust. For instance. Some height. Bear in mind, this thing lifts off at like, what was it, 56 meters a second. We've got no reverse thrust and we haven't got any air brakes. Yeah, we could have added air brakes. I don't think we've unlocked the air brakes yet. We may have done. Could have added some on the wings or something like that maybe. See the ground. Are we actually going down? There we go. We are down. We are braking. We have stopped. There we go. How did we do? How far into the island were we? Oh, about a quarter of the way in. So there we go. We've landed on a random island. Can we get a crew report from here? Nope. Because we've already had one. EVA? How about an EVA report? Parai? Oh. Nice one, Parai. Just, you know, just let go. Why not? Let's put the ladder down for you. Like on your head. There we go. Right. Can you get us an EVA report from here? Yeah, you can. As you go trudging through the grass, you hope you don't step on a cow patty. The spaceship will stink for the rest of the trip. Keep that. Let's take a surface sample. Yep, looks like dirt. Keep that data. If data is indeed what you can call it. Grab. Climb up the ladder, please. Ah, great. Grab. Oh, you can board from there. Okay. Board. Oh, okay, show me the inside of the craft as you do so. Pirate Robert, your turn. EVA. Yeah, see, he didn't just let go of the thing. You're down. Yeah, let go. Now, can you open this from the outside? Yes, you can. And it's going to hit you in the head. Move out of the way a bit then. There we go. Right. You can do some sciencey things while we're here. Let's observe the materials bay. The materials lab has grass stains on it now from that landing. So much for returning it to the manufacturer for a refund when we are done. Yeah, that's not quite right because it's inside a thing, but never mind. Barometer, log the pressure data. Oh, we've already had that one. Okay, reset. Laser ablation. I can inspect it, I can't activate it. Oh, it's the cargo bay I was clicking at. I can run a surface scanning analysis. Resource analysis performed. Oh, mystery goo. Observe mystery goo. Probably already got this one. There's a little bit. Why can't I do this? The laser ablation. Log the temperature. Got that one. Yeah, I thought as much. And the miner. Can I do? I can inspect the core drill. I can't actually deploy it. Okay. Well, not bad. I didn't actually need to get out to do that. I'm fully aware of this, but up you get, in you get, and so now let's come this way. Can I? See, it's tricky to do from here, which is why I did it with the Kerbal. Laser ablation. Collect laser data. Already got one for the grasslands. Fantastic. Okay. And a core. Ooh, come back. Core drill. Collect a core sample. Camera angles being a bit of a pain. 0.7. Okay, it's something. So let's close that. Is that sticking out? Oh, that's the materials bay, the doors of the materials bay. So there you go. I mean, the plane does fly. Doesn't quite do what we had in mind. But we can recover that. It's given us some science. We can use it for planetary missions. On Kerbin, some Kerbin missions, but we can't get that model into orbit. we might be able to do that with another engine. And air brakes would have been a good idea as well. But I think I might look at that maybe next week, as well as that very interesting looking mission that we were offered. Just out of interest though, if I do take those off, which incidentally has taken the struts off with it, that's interesting. If I take fuel tanks, these ones, to attach these anywhere sensible. If I do that, hold on, I want two of them there. And then offset them. Becomes very much an iffy design, doesn't it? Because what I'm thinking I could have done is this as well. Some nasty clipping going on there, haven't we? Oops, didn't mean to do that. Some pretty horrific clipping going on there. Let's take that one off. Move this whole section back forward again. That's all going to be clipping through each other, isn't it? It's the closest I'm going to get, isn't it? Oh, but the struts have come back and have actually attached to that engine. That's interesting. So if I then used 4 of these, oops, that would give us a thruster weight of 0.9, which at 20 kilometers wouldn't actually be terrible. We can use a different air intake at the front to adapter air intake. No. Is that all we've got? Holds liquid. That's a point. Do these not hold? Ah, they don't hold oxidizer. That end one does. That one doesn't. That's not good. Is there one that does? That does. And that does. J to Mark II adapter, I to J connector, I to J connector. Ah, rocket fuel fuselage. No interest though. Relative wing area 2.1. 0.35. So that's got a lot of lift to it as well. Structure fuselage, liquid fuel tank, LFO tank. Looks like it's got air intakes on it, but it doesn't. I think it actually does. I'm tempted to try one of those, but don't know about trying it on this particular build. Let's unlock one. That's quite a lot bigger than I thought we were looking at. Okay, scratch that idea. Let's go for this one here. And one of those. Oh. It's a weird looking beast, isn't it? So somehow we need to get another air intake on the front of that. That's an adapter. Might have to be though. Brings the centre of mass forward actually, doesn't it? Wow, actually not by very much. Okay. And then those circular intakes on the front. It's very odd looking. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. going to be a right heavy beast now, isn't it? Put the extra oxidizer in there. I'm concerned that we're going to need more lift, actually. Well, it's the S05E19-3P at the moment. Will it fly? I don't know. I'm thinking maybe I should put the wheels on those fuselage sections. I don't think that's a good idea, actually. I don't like this bit here. Yeah, I will check the action groups. I wonder if there's anything I can do with that to make that look a bit more attractive. Was it that type of wing that I used before? No. Must have been that one. Also no. Was that the same one? Did I just pick the same one up? I did, didn't I? Oh, I know what I can do. If you don't like how something looks, it's too long. Could scale it in. Type spending a lot of our funds just unlocking parts at this point, but so if you don't like how something looks, you make it look deliberate. Attached to that. Because that's just how things go, isn't it? Of course it's attached to that. Well, still looks quite ridiculous. So that idea didn't work. It's too big, isn't it? Can I scale that down? Or is it that smaller one? No. Can I scale it down? I can. The centre of lift is moving forward, isn't it? Right, scratch that. Scratch that. That bit. Okay. I mean, the central lift's not too bad. It's not so much of an issue. No, didn't mean to do that. What I could do is scale that down. Whoops. And then move it back to put that back in line with where that was supposed to be. There we go. Close enough. Close enough. I'm not 100% happy with it, but it's not terrible. And we've got better thrust to weight now. Concerned actually that these won't have the thrust now, will they? What are they capable of? (219 kilonewtons at Mach 2.5). Stationary thrust 130 kilonewtons. At Mach 0. (167 at Mach 1.7). We need some better liquid engines, don't we? VTOL things. Okay, well, it'll still fly. Let's see how it flies. We'll do a quick test flight. I know I haven't done the action group, so I just want to test it. Down? Yeah, okay, we're here. Okay, so SAS on, throttle to 100%. What's this saying? No, part seems to be as good as new. Whatever that was. So yeah, so we've still got the Panthers on there. And these can go down here. Actually, I didn't see how much this thing cost. We're probably looking at about 50 or 60,000 at this point, I think. Let's see how well it flies. Let's see how well it takes off. Noses up very easily. Back wheels are still on the ground. There we go. About 60 metres a second. It's not bad. Deliberate choice of mine to be doing acrobatics. To the extra engines, we managed to recover that. up now. Whoa! It's doing it again. Okay, so there is a design flaw somewhere. Could be in that centre of mass, centre of lift situation. Don't do it again. We'll just shut down all the engines. Okay. I had to hit the abort switch. That was getting mighty dangerous. Can we nose up a bit? Perhaps? Why haven't all the parachutes fired? Could you perhaps deploy? Cannot be deployed while stowed. Because it's on the... We could have an issue here. It thinks those parachutes are inside the cargo bay. Are we about to lose 2 Kerbals to the waters? 11 meters a second. It's survived. In fact, it survived in one piece with an 11 meters per second impact. That's quite impressive. However, it's not really what we had planned. So that clearly needs some more work. I'm going to recover this vessel, and I think we'll have a look at that in next week's stream, as well as that absolutely epic Ike race or whatever it was called that we picked up. We're going to have a look at both of those next week. So, when this screen has finished loading, we've got 40 science. 69,000 funds from recovered parts. It's cost us like 70 odd thousand to build that. Okay. So, if you haven't done so already, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so that you get notifications next time we go live, which currently is every Saturday night at 8 PM GMT, 3 PM EST. If you're watching this on the YouTube highlights, then don't forget to hit the like button and leave a comment. Let me know what you thought. Incidentally, if you're watching this and you are part of my Track Day Manager following, next Friday is when we have scheduled the Group Cup race in Track Day Manager. So be sure to join us there. If you haven't added me on Steam already, then do so. My Steam name is Elbristow, ELLBRISTOW. And the Track Day Manager racers among you will get an invitation based on how things go, because obviously you can only have 4 people in the group, but I will sort out some kind of tournament system or something like that for our races on Track Day Manager next week. If you're a KSP watcher, by the way, and you want to add me on Steam, then also feel free to do so. I'm always happy to accept some new friends on Steam. So that's about it. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope you have enjoyed the stream. If you have, as I've said, don't forget to hit the like button, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to comment to let me know. And I will see you next time, I believe. I've been El Bristow, you've been watching Ellitopia Gaming, this has been KSP Live. Thank you for watching, don't forget to support the indies, and I'll see you next time.